whatever, man. You guys want to talk about the stupid big transfer that happened this week because it matters apparently to everyone but me. So please take it away. Let me know why this matters. Sell it to me because did they have a press conference for him yet?
Yes. Yeah. Last week.
See, I didn't even care.
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't even care.
This is the steal of the transfer market.
No, it's not.
That is.
No, it's not.
Can you tell me how it's not?
Because
70 million for De Ligt is a steal for that
Really?
type of yeah, of course, because Harry Maguire is going to go for 80.
no, but that's just utter stupidity.
Okay.
And
I
you-
call it utter stupidity, but that's the reality of the transfer
Yeah.
market. And
So-
if I were to ask you whether or not you'd be happy to get the Mbappe of defenders, and the price was sub 100 million,
Yeah.
would you not be happy about it? I would.
I don't know.
I am.
I don't know.
I will be.
I don't know.
I'll continue to be.
What? I don't. Have I ever said anything nice about Mbappe on this podcast?
No, but you're about to.
Please.
Look, that's in my opinion, and not to biased, being that my
Hey,
being
be who you want to be.
being that it's my team. There couldn't have been a better choice for him to at least grow and learn beside two fantastic defenders, Bonucci and Chiellini. So if he stays at Juve for 2, 3, 4 years, and then they go and sell him for 140 million,
150 is release clause.
there you go.
So we're
150.
talking minimum doubling his value.
There you go.
Ooh, the business boys.
Good business.
No, just talk about every isolated element of the transfer. There's what it means on field, there's what it means financially, and there's what it means developmentally. You talk about everyone individually, and they all accumulate into a very good deal. If the worst case scenario in a transfer is that you double the value that you paid for somebody, you tell me how that's a bad situation.
I never said the transfer was bad. I just don't understand. I don't understand the hype behind it. And I don't understand the hype behind him. And I don't know why there's...
Okay, explain to me what you don't understand in terms of hype. He's a up-and-coming defender,
Okay.
19
19 years
Captain.
old.
2 years.
Exactly.
2.5.
Okay.
Deep Champions League experience.
Probably...
One season?
Also Europa League. Counted for what it's worth as an 18-year-old.
Okay.
Probably, in the top 10 of center backs already?
I would say that's pretty definitive based on last season.
Yeah.
He's not going to regress.
He's
not gonna suddenly become a top 50
You
guy.
don't know that.
What? That he's
It's
going
going to
to...
get worse.
Yeah.
I don't know that. The reason why I
What do you know? What do you know?
But
Tony?
that's the question I ask everyone. What do you know about him? What do you guys know about him? I think any person that's putting De Ligt on this pedestal has probably watched no more than 2 handfuls of games that he's played in.
Define 2 handfuls.
I'm so happy. Oh shit, the camera. But yeah, for real, like you guys have not watched him enough to know what he is. I haven't watched him enough to know what he is. So that's why the verdict's out. That's why I wouldn't pay that much money for him. I understand why you take the calculated risk, and I understand that. But I just don't get the hype around him. I don't know if he's gonna be the next Mbappe. I don't know what he's gonna be.
But that's fine. You can argue that. You can argue that point. But
that's the point.
I know, but Juve is buying potential.
Yeah,
And from what we've seen so far,
which isn't much.
Okay,
Which is quite a bit for someone of his talent level still. And his age, more importantly.
there's the path looks promising. Yes, it could all go to shit. You're 100% right. There is that probability. But look based on what he's done up to this point, it looks like a steal of a transfer for the price that they paid for him.
More importantly, they're paying for what they're going to get, not what he currently is today. Mm-hmm. And what he currently is today might actually be about what was paid for too.
Yeah.
So
So the other thing is, looking at other potential center backs, would you pick Harry Maguire over him?
I don't want to have the Harry Maguire conversation.
I know why, but he's going for 80 million. So you're going to tell me
because they're stupid.
that's not the point. The point is he's going for 80 million. Would you take Harry Maguire for 80 or De Ligt for 70? And I already know the answer to this question, but go ahead and say it on the podcast. So,
hit you with the
yeah.
Put it on record. At
Yeah,
least.
put it on record.
Hey man, that Leicester center back. Ooh.
Yeah, ooh.
He really gets
That's a
it.
Prem premium. You say De Ligt to a Prem team anyway because Harry Maguire is obviously not worth 80 to any other team
No.
outside of England. That's a Prem premium.
Yeah.
We'll get to those idiots in a second. I
Yeah.
won't call them idiots.
So you didn't answer my question.
I don't care about the price tag.
Yeah, you do.
You can answer an obvious
I-
question.
Yeah, answer the question.
You can answer an obvious question.
I don't care about the price tag.
Okay, but you didn't answer my question.
What's the stupid question?
Would you pay 70 million for De Ligt or 80 for Maguire?
Yeah, I'm gonna pay 70 for the kid.
Okay.
And
Why?
And just hope that he proves me wrong.
Okay.
Because Harry Maguire is not worth 80 million.
Hope he proves you wrong. Again, so you would do it. You see the rationale behind this, though? Like,
You know what? I already like 3 people on this podcast already.
When I said I hope he proves me wrong, my initial thought that
No, don't back up.
That
See
he's
how
not as
fast he's
good,
backing up?
That he's not as good as I think he
yeah,
is.
but he hasn't shown enough. So how do you know that definitively whether or not he's good or not, good enough or not?
Oh, I'm looking at the small samples I just give us.
I'm just gonna give you. I'm play devil's advocate here, and I will give you back what you just gave us. If he hasn't played enough, he hasn't shown enough. How can you say that he is not worth potentially?
Because he hasn't wowed me.
He hasn't wowed you.
I
I mean, like we're talking about leadership.
I haven't sat there and fallen in love with him. I don't have a
Sat-
man crush.
But you fall in love with Harry Maguire.
I shudder to think about who has impressed you then as a defender.
Hey, little Frankie gets. Oh no, he's not a defender.
No, he's not a
Damn
defender.
right.
Try again.
Might have been a center back in one update in FIFA. That's the extent of him as a defender.
Look,
Overrated, by the way.
who Lil Franks?
No, I'm joking.
Oh,
I'm joking.
hey man, we have a
End of the
discussion.
chat, I'm
We have a
joking.
discussion about Lil Franks. Is it Frankie or Frankie?
Frankie.
Frankie.
F-R-E.
You see his little girl?
Yeah. Good for him.
See Matthijs' little girl?
Think she's cute?
Yeah.
Matthijs got a hotter girlfriend than Frankie. That's a fact.
Ooh, you
That's
go.
got to count for something.
You go, Matthijs.
That's about an extra €5 million.
You get her, Matthijs.
If you get Anki Moeller as one of your team's wags, that's got to count for something.
I've never called him Matthijs. That's a nasty name.
Call it what it is.
Whatever, man. Look,
Tyrrell's a bit of
hey.
might scare a girl's dad.
Hey, put some respect. I know. they hear Tyrrell's coming over. Ooh.
They're expecting someone about 6 feet taller.
Hide the expensive stuff. Yeah. Stop this. But I know it happens. I just stand on that. That it's the same thing that I feel for Davinson, and like I hate how we have to assess players and base it off the potential and how they're young, and we just assume that they're gonna get better, or we're very optimistic that they're gonna get better, where I just assess it as what they are now.
Can I ask you one question then? Can you say whether or not Matthijs De Ligt is considerably more advanced, Dan, I'm asking you too, more advanced than any of the center backs
his
who have
age,
come out over the, not even
or
necessarily
like
his age,
around his age.
within 3-4 years.
Hey, yeah,
To have come up.
that's fair.
He's far and above.
That's fair. I don't have any problem with the fee. I've never come up and be like, oh, they paid way too much for him. I'm just talking about the hype in general, that I feel that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Forget the fee for a second.
Yeah,
I'm talking purely.
I just feel that we're really putting a lot of expectation, a lot of there's a high ceiling for him, but I don't know if he's done anything to really merit that. Mind you, I could say that because I haven't watched enough of him. I know all the Ajax fans are gonna come here and hit us with De Ligt's the real deal, and that's cool.
That will increase our Ajax.
Yeah,
support.
and that's cool. That's cool. I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm just saying I'm waiting to see it, and I guess I'll see it this season when I sit down and watch all 38 games of the pending train wreck that could occur.
Train wreck. Look, listen, I'm not going to pretend like I saw Groningen away or Vitesse at home, but look.
But that's where I stand on that.
Look, and that's fair. That's fair. I'm just saying we're talking about the club making an exceptional move for an exceptional talent, and you make exceptional sacrifices for those types of talents.
Yeah, when did Juve get so bold? Who did they hire?
They signed Ronaldo.
They
That's
signed
what did.
Ronaldo. That's the thing.
It's called all in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but who made that decision?
Not the workers at Fiat.
Yeah,
Like
like,
that. Those poor
The
guys.
richest families in Italy.
One season one transfer we're gonna sign Ronaldo, the next one Matthijs.
Yeah.
Like, who do you guys think you are? When does
Listen,
this start happening?
you try shoring up the defense for 10 years. I'm going to be honest with you going into this season. Dan, you may or may not agree as a Juve fan. I don't know that I can say prior, other than maybe midfield. Maybe the midfield, if there was a more important position to address or a bigger priority than a young center back to develop behind Chiellini, behind Bonucci. Bonucci pretty error-prone. Chiellini world-class, but up there.
Hey, you're going to talk about Chiellini's errors either?
What errors?
Okay, whatever.
Yeah, no,
Let's save it for another call.
I think I would definitely agree with you. I still don't think that midfield is.
Speak about it.
I don't think that midfield is better than the
about it.
Man City or Barcelona midfield.
Tell them.
And I still think we're probably fifth in favorites to win the.
Oh,
the
shut up.
Champions League.
Shut up. Dad always underselling you guys. You're not fifth.
Yeah, we are.
You're not fifth.
Yeah, we are.
You are 3.
No, we're not 3.
You are in the 3.
No, we're not. Definitely not in the 3.
You're in the 3.
No,
How are you not in the 3?
we're not better than City. We're not better than Barcelona. We're not better than Real Madrid.
Yep.
And Liverpool's probably.
Yo, if y'all
just
are not
above.
better than Real Madrid, then Cristiano got to look himself in the mirror.
we're
Not a
not.
little Eden smoke you.
Yeah.
Come on,
It's a better-
man.
it's a better
that
midfield.
that old midfield,
Yeah.
Modric is toast. But I know
No.
a lot of people haven't watched Real Madrid last season after their season went south.
No, he's
but
finished.
Modric is toast.
He's finished.
Tony-
That was a token Ballon d'Or, by the way. Can we be
won't-
honest
we
about
won't.
that?
We don't want to talk about that
Yeah,
one
we-
on this.
Okay, I wanted no.
Fabs is like gonna call in. He's like, "Oh, my senses. They're
Yeah.
talking about the Ballon d'Or again." I've never seen anyone more upset.
No, I still think
they're not fifth.
That's fine. You can.
They're not.
Listen, if there's one thing I've learned in this podcast, shoot low. Because if you ever shoot too high, Tottenham, it'll come back to bite you. So if I'm gonna say
No, that
they're
was
fifth,
that was stupid.
if I say they're fifth,
That was stupid.
it's good there. And then
No.
as the season comes on, maybe I'll put them higher. But I'm gonna
No,
start
no,
with
no,
fifth.
because I remember you said fifth. I would smoke you same way. They are definitely in the top 3 with all the signings they've made. Although I don't think the midfield signings are gonna blow up in the faces of everyone in turn, including the Turin boys.
Can I just ask though, why does a signing either have to be a colossal failure or a smash success? Could Rabiot maybe come in and just be like a good addition?
No.
Could Aaron Ramsey just come in and be decent?
Can Aaron Ramsey come in
Can
and
he
be healthy?
contribute?
No, because he's never healthy.
That's fair. That's fair. We'll see, but I mean, you can't base a player's ability off of how often
but
they get injured.
See, but you know what? For those two, I'll differ because they both came in on a free. So and I think that's something that, and I know that TY doesn't like to talk about money, but I think you have to also look at that. You're not paying a fee for them. So if they blow up and they're not great,
because no one would.
oh well, gone.
Once again, they're assets. I don't know why I even call them free. A Bosman is still expensive in a sense, but worst case, Rabiot's resale value, tremendous. Aaron Ramsey.
Is
you
it?
still get something. Of course. What do you think he would have been worth? I'm not talking about value either necessarily, but
Yeah.
look, at the worst case,
We're gonna learn
you
a
can sell these guys onward for major profit,
Yeah,
capital gain.
that's true. Some English,
anyway,
some English
Some
team
English
will
teams will
buy
buy
him.
it.
Look.
You're only going to learn a lot about Rabiot this season too. And why do you have
I
so?
think you will too.
No, I know a lot about him.
What do you know about him?
He's the only guy who
Other than
watched
he's
the
got
French
Tarzan
league.
hair. He's got Tarzan hair.
I watched the French league. I know a lot about him. I know why Thomas don't want him.
Nobody who watched the French league last year saw Rabiot play anyway. So.
Okay, well, I watched it before that.
And that was not because of his on-field ability.
Now, there's an issue.
Hey.
There's an issue. You're going to see it.
All right.
I'm not going to tell you what the issue is.
Do you
But
know it?
I'm just gonna come.
Do you know it, or you
No,
just?
I know it.
Just gonna
But,
leave some vague thing
Yeah.
out
no,
there.
I go. I told Fabs. Fabs knows. I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna come on the
If he
podcast.
gets hit by a car, you're gonna have called it. You'd be like, "Yeah, I told you.
Yeah.
I told you."
No, there's an issue there. That's why he didn't play with Thomas, and it gets exposed in the Champions League. But I just want to know why you guys have so many midfielders too.
We have 6 after Khedira leaves. That's
Yeah.
going to be three positions with 2 substitutions per. With Khedira leaving very soon, that'll leave 6 for 3 positions in Saudi's formation.
Ramsey, Chan, Bentancur,
Matuidi.
Matuidi,
Assuming he
Pjanic.
stays. And-
Pjanic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Rabiot. Okay, whatever.
See?
That midfield's so
You can't run his
It makes
fingers.
more sense when you say it out
Yeah.
loud, right?
Yeah.
That midfield's so trash.
Okay, look, let me follow up then.
Yeah.
Dan, you raised some very good points about the midfield.
I know.
Skeptical as a Juve fan as you are, like we all are. I'll ask the both of you a question. Is that midfield better than Liverpool's? Is it on par with
They work in a different system.
Well, conveniently you'd say that, but
Yeah.
I'm saying from a talent perspective.
Talent perspective,
if you're going to compare one versus the other,
yes, Juve's is slightly better.
Oh wow.
I would say at worst they're on par.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Really?
Yeah.
At worst,
Who's the best Liverpool midfielder?
Fabinho.
Yeah.
Okay, Fabinho
Former
against
right back.
Fabinho Pjanic. Who wins? Who do you take?
Overall or on their best day?
Both.
I might edge to Pjanic on that one.
I think I do too. Fabinho's more consistent. Pjanic is better on his day though.
Yeah.
Okay. And then who's the second best Liverpool midfielder? Don't tell me it's Wijnaldum.
It's
I think
Wijnaldum.
some might.
Yeah. Who else? Who else?
Some Liverpool fans might be standing.
Yeah, I would take a healthy Aaron over Wijnaldum.
Yeah, but that's your problem. Healthy?
Okay.
He hasn't shown to be healthy
Okay.
for long stretches of the season.
Cross your fingers.
I'll defer to the both of you on that. I haven't seen enough of Aaron. I'm encouraged by Arsenal fans' obsession over his departure. I'm encouraged by that.
Hey, Aaron with a Pjanic sitting and healthy.
Going forward, he's good though. I've
he's
seen a
gonna
little bit.
score some
Yeah.
goals.
Not enough that I can determine. But.
The problem is he just needs to be a little bit more clinical in and around the box.
Yeah, I remember him being talked about like a Barca target a few years ago.
Yeah.
Like
You-
3-4 years ago, but
He could be, that's the only part of his game where it's still a little bit weak. I've seen him squander a couple chances where I thought he would score for Arsenal. He gets in great positions. But his finishing is there's still something to be desired. If that's something that Juve can work on them, I think he's a fantastic transfer.
I'm not entertaining this. Juve has a better midfield than Liverpool's,
Okay.
but Klopp just get the best out of them.
okay. So how bad is their midfield really?
Juve's?
Yeah.
I don't think it's.
Because we destroyed their midfield last year, by the way.
Yes,
Okay.
as we should have.
So has the midfield gotten better than what it finished off with last year?
At the very least, it's got more quality.
Slightly.
Okay.
It's slightly better.
By the way, Emery Chan is sort of the forgotten man here too. And I say that only because after he returned from his thyroid issue, he was very good in the second half of the season. Very good at even as an emergency defender. He played right back at times.
When they hit them with a
Center
little
back.
tactical change and went to a 3 and Emery dropped in and yeah, I know, whatever, Matt. Yeah, I'll
He's
leave.
got to count for something.
I'll leave Emery alone right now.
Okay.
Their midfield's slightly better. I don't think their midfield is better than City's, and I don't think their midfield is better than Barca's.
Okay. So
But that's about it.
Look, listen.
They're
when I-
better than Real Madrid. Don't give me the Zidane crap. And that Eden's gonna Eden got to be a killer for Real Madrid to be better than Juventus.
oh.
I don't think Real's better than you.
And Eden
Personally.
Eden ain't a killer. And I don't, you think Paul's gonna change it? Change the dynamic? They'll have midfield better be able to hold Paul.
So you're saying Paul's going there?
I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I'm just saying that if it does happen.
If, okay.
Yeah.
Just being parallel.
Then there's no one else really. Atletico no, Bayern no.
What about Ericsson to Real? Is that a possibility?
Apparently,
But that's cooled off. I actually heard I heard a lot of that at the beginning
Yeah.
of the summer, but I haven't.
they're getting.
but you know what?
They're getting a little Champions League craze.
But the problem is, and we said this in the last couple of weeks, the Premier League teams don't have that much longer to negotiate.
No, their window's shortened.
Yeah. So
They got to make that move if they're going to find his replacement. Maybe Ndombele is sort of their replacement. I know they're similar. They're not similar players.
No, Christian got to sit his ass at Spurs and try and win.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
think so too. But
Anything else you guys want to say about Juve? Y'all didn't say much about De Ligt. You're just very happy.
I don't think
there's
there's
a
much
lot to be happy about.
Exactly.
What's there to be upset about with that?
Oh,
He's the
nothing.
most sought after defender in the world that's available from a transfer perspective.
Yeah, I get that.
But you know what? I'll go on top of that and say it's the second. What? It's the you want to say second year in a row, but because maybe Ronaldo wasn't as sought after as De Ligt, but Juve gone out in the two transfer markets and have brought in two big name players.
Very impressed. Ooh.
Not just
Be impressed. You
not
should
just
be.
something
Okay,
for
relax, turn boys.
for Juve, but something maybe even for Serie A, because we've said on this podcast for a number of times that Serie A needs some talent back in that league, and maybe this is the start of that. You know, first De Ligt, James, possibly to Napoli, some other young players coming to other Serie A teams. And maybe Tyrrell's boys Atalanta make a run in the Champions League.
Or maybe you develop your own player. That's for a whole different other
I'd be happy
discussion.
with that.
We're
Think about it,
gonna
though, you're right.
Dion for that little development conversation.
Listen, I'm all for it, but I'm just saying, like, what? Joao Felix, Matthijs De Ligt. What other wonder kids moved this summer? I think there's at least one other guy. It's escaping me right now, but either way, the Prem is not winning out on all of these battles.
Oh, they're losing now.
They are.
They're losing now. They're upset. They're like, oh, we're the only ones that are overpriced. We're get to the ones they overprice
now.
us. They raise up the fee. No, they don't. You just purchase. You don't do a good job.
Prem to Prem transfers.
Yeah.
You
Yep.
pay a premium.
Yeah.
Yep.
It
sucks.
Yeah. You're an idiot.
So what? Let's
I don't care, man. I'm gonna play both sides of that little United coin today. Okay.
go ahead. So
Because
let's,
apparently I'm the United hater, and everyone knows that Dan's the United hater.
Oh,
Dan's
yeah.
been killing United since he just touched on this podcast.
Damn
and,
right.
And yeah, it's time to own it. But I'm the one. Maybe I gotta start posting your hate on my Instagram,
That's
just so
fine.
people know. I'm gonna direct them to you.
well, it's coming right now, so you can direct it right now because
Look,
You're
United
gonna
paid.
live and direct them.
I was just I thought there was more to the De Ligt thing, and
Okay.
like I said, my argument's
I'll
just
talk about it all day.
my argument's just the hype thing.
Is that the only one? Do you have any concerns about him as a player?
No.
Or do you now see that you don't know enough about him one way or the other?
He makes a lot of mistakes, but I guess I could hit you with the he's young, which is fair.
I don't think it's a lot of mistakes. I think you're talking about a guy who, while he's 19,
I don't like that excuse.
look, I weighed him against Mbappe. I'll say it this way, okay? When Mbappe makes a mistake, when he bungles a play,
Which happens a lot.
in the worst way imaginable as a
Happens lot.
forward.
No,
What are the consequences though?
Zero.
Dispossession. He
Zero.
misses the net. There's a goal kick. When De Ligt does so, the consequences are dire. So you got to weigh those things versus one another.
Oh no, when Mbappe misses, that's why they don't go. That's why they don't make it out the round of 16 in the Champions League.
Perhaps,
But-
but look,
Yeah,
the other
because-
team doesn't
but-
score when
But
he
that's
makes a
because your
mistake.
boy Neymar is on the wherever.
Okay, but
He's with Aaron Ramsey on
no,
the
but
training
Yeah.
team.
that's my. You hit my point. You hit my point about this. Is that the people that don't watch Mbappe put him on this high pedestal? He's not there yet either.
Yeah, well, nobody's saying he's a finished product.
Yeah.
Nobody's saying De Ligt's a finished product.
Whatever, man.
We didn't pay 180 million euros. Though.
Give me some
Right.
PR BS answer.